Want to welcome y'all back to the podcast, Revelation Through Conversation. I'm your host, Ken Brown, with my co-host.
Jay Brown.
Today's topic, kids plus dating equals trouble. I wanted to touch on this because I feel like in today's culture, we promote kids dating. We make it seem like it's cute, it's harmless, puppy love, whatever the term you want to use for it.
Right.
But my question I have, if you allow kids date, what else are you promoting? I know for myself, when I was a young man, anytime I got a chance to be alone with somebody's daughter, I know what was on my mind and I know what we were doing.
Right.
And today, a lot of people are cool with letting their kids date. So I wanted to touch on this topic, bring awareness to it as to why it's harmful to kids and what it's promoting to them. To me, it's promoting sex without marriage. To me, it's promoting adult behavior, even though we're kids. So I
Right.
wanted to touch on that and to get the audience a little insight on what me and you had going on as we was preparing for this. I text you last night and asked you what were your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
And how you feel about it, and just touch on it a little bit as far as what was going on in the message.
I mean, the message was, what age you think is cool for them to start dating? And the first question was, what age? That age for me was 16. Me and my wife, we both agreed on 16. Right now, she's 14, going on 15 at the end of this month. And then we both agreed that we'll wait to 16 because she's not ready right now. As far as, what we agree on, she's not ready. And the second question was, what age you think they're ready to go out and do their own thing together alone without parental supervision. And I said 18. So I feel like 18 is good for her to know the do's and don'ts. You know what I'm saying? When she's away from her parents. And I feel like what will cause her to result in having sex would be if they go to the house and just chill on their own. So I'm trusting that she'll make the right decision by, choosing, go out to eat, to go to a movie or something. But just relying on the foundation she came from. I feel like 18 is cool to be alone, and 16 she can start dating.
All right, I got a question, man. How can you? Is it even possible to allow dating for your kids without in some kind of way saying it's okay for sex? Because like how do you tell them, okay, this your boyfriend, but you can't have sex with him? Like, do you think that's kind of like a slippery slope, bro?
I mean, it can be. Like I said, that's why I said based off environment. Environment you're welcoming, it's going to happen based off environment. You know what I'm saying? Then again, hey, my 16 and her 16 and my 18 and her 18, two different things. I ain't proud of it, but I jumped off the porch early, bro. But I was just say based on how we raise our kids is going. Even if they do come from good families, sometimes the pressure may cause them to fold. But I'm saying based off my children and my belief and my faith, I trust the way we were raising her and how we teach her to carry her mom teach her to carry herself. And not only that, my daughter said she told her mom, "I'm not gonna be like you." When what does that look like? We had our first child, which is her, before getting married. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter already made it clear, hey dad, mom, I ain't gonna be like you, I'm gonna be married when I have my first kid. So hopefully that entails sex as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, yeah, rely on that faith and how you raise your kids, man. That's how I see it. Will it happen? It's not up for me to decide.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I wanted to touch on it because, and then let me state this, like my beliefs and my opinions. I'm saying, bro, it's really for um people of faith, people that believe in God, followers of Jesus. Like if you don't get down with nothing of what I just said, then I already know you're gonna just do whatever you want to do. And
Yeah.
then you're gonna allow your kids to do whatever they want to do. So
Yeah.
this ain't even for you. It's for us, believers in Jesus, followers of Jesus, bro. My challenge to y'all is, and to me too, man, let's start compromising, bro. Let's
Yeah.
stop trying to fit in with culture, bro.
Yeah.
Like we are told to train up our kids.
Mm-hmm.
As I was doing a little research, getting prepared for this, I found out, and it said to train up. That means we giving them a narrow path, bro. That
Yeah.
means like you only can do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
This world
Mm-hmm.
will try to make them think you being too strict. Nah, bro, I'm doing what God said, bro. God said
That's good.
train up this child, bro. The Bible said foolishness is in the heart of a child,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Man, we people letting their kids date, bro. Like I said, man, I get what you saying, the way you raising your child and all this and all that. But man, this is what I look at it, bro. Our mama had us in the church every Sunday, uh, every what it was, revival, every this, every that. Bro, we on the van.
Babysitting.
We on the van trying to get down with the girls on the van. And like I said, anytime we had an opportunity, bro, to get with one on one, we were trying to take it up. So
Yeah.
and I said that to say this. Yeah, we can put all this into our kids, pour into them, teach them
Yeah.
the ways of God, but
This is it.
at the same time, we still gotta be mindful, bro. Temptation is real, and
Yeah. 100%.
if adults can't handle it, why are we trusting our kids to be able to handle it, bro?
I mean, like I said, that's the foundation. That my daughter, she's 14, man, and I even talked to her. I said, when you ever get to this point where you curious about sex, come holler at me and mom. We'll
Mm-hmm.
talk. We can talk about it because though you mean your emotions, your feelings may change. Like right now, she's just a big goofy kid. You know, she still act like a child. You know, she's a jokester. She's a prankster. I don't think she's ahead of her time right now. Like I always tell kids when I was coming up, when I was out here and I saw the young kids in church and I saw little girls with nasty attitudes. I was always tell them stay a kid for as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for me. I know it's gonna come. Shoot, I already had a little boy approach me, last year. He come to my car. Hey, how you doing, sir? Shook his hand, gave him his name, gave me the rundown of his grades, and even the fact that he got in trouble or something in school. He told me all that. And I come to find out this young man raised by a single mom, so I salute him for even having the guts to come to my car and shake my hand and ask to date my daughter. I mean, of course, my response was we'll talk, but me and my daughter talk. Me and my daughter and my wife talk. And that's why we said we came up with 16. She's not ready right now. So what's your age for your children? What's the age for them?
Bro, it ain't no date.
Everybody different.
It
Everybody
ain't no
different.
date. Like that, and I'm
Yeah.
standing on it. Like it ain't no date. Like what we dating for? Dating
Okay.
for what? Like
So
I read nowhere in the Bible it said thou should have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, bro. Like real talk, bro. Like what we
yeah,
dating
I feel
for?
you.
And like we
I feel you.
know what come with that, bro. We know what, even though people won't see it, we know what that's promoting, bro. So
Okay.
okay, you be like, okay, you can date, but y'all only can hold hands. Come on, bro.
Right.
Who doing that?
Okay.
Who doing it? And then even when they get older, like I'm gonna do my best to, like you said, like what your daughter on, man. Before I have kids, I'm gonna be married. And like you said, we hope that they include sex in it as well. Bro, I know nobody since I've been living that waited till they got married to have sex, bro. And
Yeah.
that's, to me, that's a bad thing because that's what God tell us to do.
Yeah.
But because I didn't do it, it doesn't mean I'm gonna try to raise the standard for my kids, bro. We want our kids to do better than what we did, bro. So even as they get older and become adults, I'm gonna share with them what I've learned off just listening to podcasts and things that I search out to elevate my thinking, bro. And these are grown ups, and they said the only way they was able to achieve the success of waiting to marriage before sex. Yeah, they dated, but they went to public places. They didn't visit each other homes. They didn't stay at each other's homes. They went all night with each other. They weren't doing all the kissing and all that on each other because we know what it can lead to. So
Right.
this is what I tell my kids. Okay, you find somebody you interested in, and first of all, let's promote before you get to know somebody. Let's promote. Get to know God first, bro.
Mm.
Before, you know what I'm saying? You know how they tell you about to marry somebody. Make sure you get to know him. Get to know God first. Because
Mm.
he's the one that's going to direct you and give you the discernment as far as, is this even someone you should even be considering? Because, like, bro, with me, I was out in the world. When I was picking my women, bro, I was going off the looks, the face, and the shape, homie. I wasn't
Mm.
thinking about, dang, I want to do she believe in God. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I want to she committed to God. I want to do she like going to church. I wasn't thinking about that, bro. So like I said, I'm gonna tell them get to know God first, and then He gonna tell you just off what He stands for and His standards. You gonna know what to look in your mate, and then after that, like I said, okay, Dave, you got your house. He or like if it's my daughter, you got your house. He got his house. You know, if it's my son, you got your house. She got her house. Or like, hey, you want to stay at home until you find somebody you gonna marry, then leave the nest. You can do it that way. But as far as dating, hey, go out to eat, public places. It ain't no staying the night, you know, because we know we're going to come with it. And that's the standard I'm going to have for them. Will they abide to that? Will they follow through with it? They may not. But I'm hoping I'm putting the right things in them that when they do fall off, they know what to come back to.
So just so we clear, you saying that you're not allowing them to date?
Ain't no date. What we dating for, bro?
No 15, no 16, no 17, none of that. We ain't
Hey,
dating.
what are we dating for, bro?
What we
Give
dating
me,
for?
let me ask you this, and I was thinking about this, bro. What are the benefits of allowing your kids to date? Give me anything good that comes from them.
Man, it's no benefits for me, but I feel like where I am in my life, bro, I feel like I don't want to be, but I don't want to be the one or the last person to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like within the dynamic of some kids, whether they raised by a single mom or two parents in the house, bro. I feel like one of them gonna know and one of them won't. Why? Because the mindset of what you doing. You know what I'm saying? What you doing with a boyfriend? You know what I mean? What we doing? I feel like the way life is set up, bro, is coming, and it's for certain people and ages. It's here now. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in the know of when my daughter is dating. I want to be in the loop about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. They not serious, and they know. Oh, I love him. We ain't doing all that.
That's gonna come
But
with it though.
I'm gonna allow her to date and know about it than rather her be behind my back. So you mean to tell me, because our mothers know to us was never final, bro. You know that. You know this. They know it was never final. They don't know what we do when we ain't around them. So you telling me your daughter, let's just say your daughter is 16 years old, 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She asks you, Dad, can me and this guy go out? You know what I'm saying? You say your response is no, ain't no date,
But
right?
check it out though.
You think that's final? You think that's gonna be final?
But check it out
You think
though.
you'll know it's gonna be final to your child?
Check it out though. First of all, I'm hoping that I'm setting the standard before that
Right.
age comes, so she know that's not even something to consider. And
Okay.
then two is, like I said, it get back to us compromising, bro.
Yeah.
Like if we go all in on our faith, bro, our kids will see that, and it'll be something that they will want to be a part of, bro. We compromise so much with our faith. That's why they are asked to do something that they know they shouldn't even be doing, because they see Dad ain't all the way real. One day he doing this, one day he doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it started with us, like living the life we should and having them around positive influences, bro. We gotta have them in church. We gotta have them in other women of God that's really living their life that they can want to be like, bro. Like, yeah. And then this the thing too. You said something, bro, and this some of the craziest stuff I've heard people say. Cause like we be talking about this to other people, and the guy said, and it kind of like what you said, just in different words. They gonna do it anyway. I'm like, bro, what? To me, that's crazy. Because you feel
Right.
like they gonna do it anyway. Okay, I'm finna get down with it. bro, we the parents, bro. We can't
100%.
let them parent us, bro. If I say this
Right.
what it is, this what it is. Yeah, you gonna have some kids. They gonna soon I get out. I'm doing this. Okay, you gonna suffer the consequences of your actions. Not me, homie. But I just hope you be like the prodigal son. Once you go out there and you realize, like, dang,
He'll be
dad was
back.
right, and come
He'll be
back.
back.
And that's why I'm
Yeah.
gonna put that word in them so they can know I shouldn't be living like this. Now I realize what my dad was saying. Let me go back. But some people, bro, they ain't even putting that word in their kids, but they promote
Okay.
stuff of this
Okay.
world. So your child ain't even got nothing to come back from. Even when they out there knowing, man, this just don't feel right. But I don't know nothing else. But I want
Yeah,
to
I
say this,
mean,
bro. Don't never feel like they gonna do it anyway, so I might as
yeah,
well
yeah,
get down with it. No, bro.
yeah,
No, don't never
yeah,
let that be the answer, bro.
100%. Well, I feel like if I felt that way, she be dating probably. She probably started dating last year. I don't feel that way. That's why I said 16. I say 16. I'm cool with it. That's just me. I'm cool with it at 16. All they talking about. I don't know. My wife said something a long time ago. Matter of fact, she said it just the other day, and we always say it's real. It's not. That's not realistic. Or 9 times out of 10, we say it's not realistic. We never experienced it. We never seen it. But she got a. Matter of fact, he's a good friend of mine too. One of her best friends, a couple, they've been dating since they were 13 years old. They married. I don't know. I think they've been married about probably 14 to 16 years now. So my wife said, "You don't think that exists?" When she said that, I said, "Not no more. It doesn't." But it happened before. So who's to say it won't happen again? You know what I'm saying? I don't know when they started. Getting real, real serious. I can't answer that. But I do know that it does exist. And like you just said, you mentioned that you don't know a lot of people that wait till they get married. I know at least 2 couples that did wait till they got married to have sex. At
Mm-hmm.
least 2. Now, I mean, we don't do no name dropping, but at least 2. So it is possible. So I would say, once again, I'm back to how we raise our kids. My daughter's being raised in church, and I'm myself and her mom. We are the example of what not to do, or the example of somebody that did it the wrong way, but finally got it right eventually. We are her greatest examples, bro. And I feel like a true relationship, as we raising her up in God, I feel like wouldn't you agree that a true relationship with God will convict you, and when you find yourself in unfamiliar places, once you feel convicted,
Mm-hmm. What you saying? You find yourself somewhere you shouldn't be?
yeah, you'll be convicted.
Yeah.
So your conviction should drive you back to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, I have my faith, my trust in God alone will have my daughter allow my daughter to make better decisions than I did. Which she made mistakes, of course. We all did.
Mm-hmm.
We all did. We all did. So you say I say 16, you say we ain't date.
No, bro. I
All
know I don't
right.
see
Your
no
son,
benefits.
how old is your older child?
JR be 17.
He come to you say, Dad, I got this girl. I'm taking my glasses off for this. She said, Dad, I got this girl I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I think she's cute, she's nice, she's pretty. She don't go to all these parties, she don't be smoking and drinking, or what I'm saying, she don't hang with a crowd of people. So how do I approach her, Dad? Is it okay that I talk to her? What's your response to JR?
Bro, she can be a friend, bro. But
Okay.
it's making her like an obligation. You see what I'm saying? Like having now like adult responsibilities to this young lady.
Okay.
Nah, bro. So now she's the only girl you can really talk to. Now you have to call her at certain times. You have to buy her things. Like, nah, bro, you don't need that type of responsibility right now, bro. Like you have more important things you need to be focused on, bro. Okay.
Okay.
Say you get older and okay, y'all are friends and okay, you starting to realize, okay, I may want to take it to another level with her. Okay, now it's time. Okay, now you can start making her obligation to where okay now okay I can call her every day, or we can now start going on dates. But like I said, it's still the same thing, bro. Y'all go to this date, talk, get to know each other, then go your separate ways. It's not okay. Let's go home. Go to your house, kick it. None of that.
So you said 17, you cool with them being friends, right? That's pretty what you're saying, right?
Like just like you
Friends with no
friends,
obligation.
yeah,
Friends
just
with no
like you
obligation.
friends with the other kids at your school.
Yeah.
Like she ain't finna get no special privilege.
Okay. But y'all can't be friends.
Yeah,
For what you're saying, right?
yeah.
So your 17-year-old son, you say you finna be 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your son's 17 and your daughter's 17. Same situation.
It's the same thing.
Same response.
It's the
Okay.
same thing. Like, yeah, like I'm
But
not
I know.
telling them, I'm not telling my kids go to school, you can't even be friends with the opposite sex, bro. That's crazy. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, it ain't finna be no girlfriend, boyfriend, bro. Like,
Oh, okay.
it ain't none of that happening, bro.
Y'all can
Like,
be
like,
friends.
like y'all going on, like how we used to be, bro. Basketball game, girls and the boys on the same bus. I'm sitting on the seat with my girlfriend. I ain't promoting it, bro. If I find out you doing it, we gonna have a problem. If I gotta come get on the bus and say, hey, coach, make sure my daughter don't sit on the seat with this boy. Or if I gotta get on there, hey, coach, make sure my son don't be sitting on the seat with the girl.
Oh, boy.
Bro, they keep it real, bro. We sitting on the seat. Most of the time, bro, somebody finna get fingered, bro. I'm just saying, bro, they keep it real. They keep it real, bro. That's
That's
why
our
I be saying.
generation.
That's
And
why I
this
be saying,
generation
bro,
ain't
like,
much
we gotta
better.
watch what we promote, bro. Like, if
I
we
got you.
couldn't handle that temptation, what make us think our kids gonna be able to handle it, bro? And they exposed to way more than what we ever was exposed to, bro. That's all I'm trying to put. I'm just trying to make people just be real with themselves, bro. Don't
Yeah, I
don't
got you.
don't
That
give
makes
your
sense.
kid so much freedom, bro. Cause we know what's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen, bro. Yeah, you have some kids that may resist, bro. Power to them, bro. But it's a lot of us, bro. It's a lot of us grown-ups gonna fall under that type of temptation if we keep getting ourselves into it. So we can't entrust our kids with it, bro. Real talk, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't gonna trust your child with a loaded weapon, but you don't trust that she can go be around this boy by herself and ain't nothing gonna happen. Okay.
Yeah, you pretty in denial on that one.
Yeah, man, and that's just why I want to have this conversation, man. That's why I said kids plus they equal trouble, bro. Like they don't know
Yeah.
no better, bro. They're foolish, bro. You
I
know
don't
what I'm
think,
saying?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think, yeah, I get your point. I get your point.
And
That
then,
makes
hey,
sense.
and then, like I said, man, and then okay, let's talk about you said 16, she can date.
She can date.
Explain, like, give us some details about this day. Like, you dropping her off at the movie, then going to pick her up. Like, how that works.
I'm taking her to the movies. I'm about 2 rows back. You understand me? You understand
I
me? I
got
don't know about her mama, but I'm 2 rows back.
you.
I'm taking the body language. We watching the movie, you watching each other. What we doing?
Yeah.
I'm, I'm 2 rows back, bro.
Yeah, I got
Hey,
you.
ain't no I'm gonna drop. Hey, I pick you. No, I'm meet you. I'm gonna move the car. I'll meet you in the front. Y'all walk out together. I'm 2 rows back. I'm texting you. Hey, I'm gonna go get the car. I'll meet you in the front. Now
Yeah.
let's go. Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
just
They
wonder, bro.
eating. They eating in a little booth. I'm probably sitting at the bar where I can see both of them.
I
That's just
got you.
me.
I got
I'm giving some space. I ain't gonna be on you breathing down your neck. That's why I say 2 rows back.
you. I
And
got
I'm sitting at the bar, give me something to eat, but I can see y'all from where I'm sitting.
you. Hey,
Sure,
so it
man.
ain't no dropping off at the skating rink, nothing like that.
No,
Okay.
sir. Skate.
Okay.
Let me see. Skating. I don't know. Because I ain't no big skater. So I'm trying to see what I do to kill time. I can't shoot pool. I probably, if we go to the main event, I'm sitting at the bar again, watching the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, y'all in there, or certain areas, areas you can post up at, but I'm not, no, sir.
Yeah. And I
No.
got you, bro. They just my opinion, bro. I don't see no purpose or no benefits of
I respect
you
that.
know what I'm saying? And like you said, I respect other people that do it.
Yeah.
And then like especially your way of doing it, I can for sure respect that. But just letting drop your kid off at the movies, knowing she finna be there with a boy by herself and you going on by your business. No, bro. Come on.
We
Be for
living at
real.
a time now, bro, where I can drop them off at that movie. It don't mean they gonna stay there.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, like you said, let's just be real.
Yeah.
I promise you, I jumped off the porch early, 16, 17. I was dating women that was 20 something years old, bro. Let's be real, bro. And it's still going on to this day. Is it right? Absolutely not. But it exists, man. It exists. So I think we can do the best we can, man, is putting our kids, keeping them before God and You know, the outcome gonna be what it's gonna be because my daughter, she a person that she don't like fake people. She don't like hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Or people contradict themselves. She said, Daddy, you fuss at me about cleaning my room. She said, I came in your man cave. I saw stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you're gonna set these standards before your kids, man, have to freaking be the example, man.
You got to.
Be the example.
You got to.
If you're gonna have all this to say about your kids, all this woofing and fussing about stuff, be the example. And it's not okay for them to have to do it and you ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to myself on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, you sure right. You sure right. I'm looking at a bag of laundry right now. I'm gonna put them up after this episode. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
Be the example, man. Don't be so hard on these kids, and you ain't giving them nothing. No example. No example. You just giving them a to-do list. You know what I'm saying? With no example. Be the example, man. It starts inside the home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get back what you were saying, bro. It ain't no compromising, bro. It start with us as parents. We can't be compromised.
Yeah.
Therefore, our kids already know the standard that they gotta live up to. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, we can train up our kids this way, and they can still go out here and make mistakes.
They're
But
going to make mistakes.
oh yeah, they're going to. And like me and my wife, like I said, we was talking about it, and she was talking about give them grace. But this is what I told her. I said, okay, we gonna give them grace. We give
Yeah.
them
Give it.
grace when they make the mistake. We don't
Mm-hmm.
give them grace to make the mistake. You see what I'm
Bingo.
saying, bro? Like God don't give us grace to
Oh
sin.
no.
He don't give us
No.
grace to go out here and sin. But he give us grace when we do sin. And that's the same thing like for our kids. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna do the best I can. And you
Yeah.
gonna go make a mistake. And when you do, yeah, I'll give you some grace.
You'll give you grace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you grace when you mess up, but I'm not gonna give you grace to mess up, bro. And, yeah, man, just before we
I think we
close.
gotta be forgiving too, bro. I feel like we gotta be forgiving too.
Oh yeah, you gotta
I
be
think we gotta
forgiving. Yeah,
forgiving and
that's not
forbearing. And
even
I'm saying that because, for example, for myself, bro, my daughter was 13. She called herself having a boyfriend.
Mhm.
13. I remember this day like yesterday. It was Valentine's Day. And I found out, they've been texting back and forth. And I'm looking at her messages. He told me, I like that lip gloss you had on today. He bought her a little bear. And maybe I overreacted, maybe I didn't. But that bear got split down the middle. I think I tore his head off, threw it in the trash. And my daughter was texting this dude. And I think in their departing each other, like going their separate ways out to school or something. I want to say he kissed her on the cheek, all that. Hell yeah! So I'm on 10. Boy, I found out. Of course, you got it dealt with. You ain't dating. You too young. This that. This ain't happening. So for the longest, I held that over her head, bro. And that's why I say you got to be forgiving to these kids because daddy was a fool with it. Now, not saying they give her the excuse or the pass, right? But the young man was still texting after I took her phone. So I opened up her phone, hit FaceTime. My boy laid back in the cut. Yeah. When he answered that phone, I said, "Young man, take the phone to your dad." A lot of times, as much as I wanted to go in on this little boy, that wouldn't been cool at all. I'm gonna talk to the person that's responsible for this young man and his father. And he said, "Man, I appreciate you calling me, letting me know because I didn't know this. I'm teaching my boys. I think it's single father. I'm raising these boys by myself, and I like to know what they're doing when they ain't around me. You know what I'm saying? That one black man to another. You know what I'm saying? We want to see our kids get home safe, and we want to see them out here moving with, carrying themselves with respect. You know what I'm saying? But it was my duty to tell his father, not him, my daughter. I don't know what you allow your son to do. My daughter's not dating. It's not happening. So at this time, we're gonna cut off all contacts, and he respected it.
Mhm.
Whether he respected it or not, it was gonna happen.
Mhm.
But from man to man, we talk as adults because you can't do nothing to the kid, man. So I brought the adult into it. You know what I'm saying? And I would say for a long time I held it over my daughter's head, bro. And I said, bro, you gotta forgive her, man. You gotta forgive her. You know, I had my doubts. It was for a long time I ain't believe nothing she said for the longest. I think that's normal. But now I'm to the point where hey, I trust her. I trust my daughter. I trust her. And when she come to me with some stuff, I gotta be ready and not judgmental. I gotta be ready to, talk to her the right way, man. Because if my tone ain't right, she always tell me, say, "Daddy, that yelling ain't gonna do nothing but push me away," and I respect that. So watch how you talk to your kids as well, man.
Yeah, man. I wanna say this, man, because you said something, and I heard another man say it. It's like they get down with it because they feel like their child gonna do it anyway, bro. And man, this for all parents, bro. Don't never let that be the reason you allow certain behaviors or certain things from your kids because you feel like they gonna do it anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Man, don't never give in to that. And then you said something else. You like you don't want to be that parent left out of not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all gotta get on the same page, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Gotta get on the same page. Like, okay, you can come to me with it. Like, say like me, one of my kids come to me with it. Okay, you can come to me with it, but you know, me and your mama, we the team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna go tell her. And if the
Mm-hmm.
same way, like they go tell my wife something
She
and
gonna tell
thinking
you.
like, don't tell dad, man, it don't work like
Mm-hmm.
that, bro. It don't work like
Yeah,
that. Like we
that's
together. We
yeah.
together on this, bro.
Yeah.
And like I
I would
said,
say
man,
I'll say we're a team. My wife is the one to tell me. She'll put me to the side. She'll be like, "You need to talk to your daughter." And the moment she tell me you need to talk to your daughter, that means she knows something I don't know. So
yeah,
she's
but
gonna bring me in the loop. She's gonna bring me in the loop. Or sometimes she'll be like, "Go talk to her."
mm,
And then my daughter bring me in the loop. We all be on the same page.
okay, and that's good that you said that. But the reason I was a little concerned because you were like you worried about being the parent left out, not knowing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
When I say I don't worry about being a parent left out, I'm not saying go ahead and let her do what she want to do anyway. What I'm saying is, like, even when she brought it to us again, brought it up again about, dating, we like, no, this ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I would say I'm saying not being in the loop is being that father that shut down everything. Like I can't talk to him in school, or maybe we in the same class, daddy, or don't talk to him no more. You know what I'm saying? We in the same class, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Or I would say I just say I want to be in the loop. I want to know what's going on with my child, and I
Mm.
feel like I won't be in the loop if we're not communicating. If she don't feel like she can talk to me because of back to what I said, the tone, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to talk to me if I was her. You know what I'm saying? So watch the tone when you're dealing with your kids.
Yeah, and all that's
And
understandable.
I don't let her get a word in. If I don't let her get a word in when we talk about even beyond dating, if I don't let her get a word in, bro, I'm not going to be in the loop. That's natural. That's normal. Yeah.
And that ain't even what I'm really concerned with. What I'm saying is some things it gonna be no. Like some in
Yeah.
some situations it may be no, you can't talk to him no more. Cause like
Yeah.
if you see that, let's say if someone see their child, their daughter texting this dude and he's sending pictures of this and pictures of that, yeah, it is no, you can't talk to him no more.
Yeah.
And,
100%.
and like don't be in fear that man, I don't want to be street, bro. This
That's
this
true.
culture, bro. That's this world making you think
Mm-hmm.
training up your kid is being strict, bro. Like I said,
Except
bro,
yes.
that's our job to train them up, bro. They don't worry
Yeah.
about man. I don't want to be too on her that I don't know or bro. Do what you feel is right, bro. Like we being led by God, bro. These decisions we making, well, I know how I do, bro. Like I ain't just no iron fist. Hey, what I say, bro. It's spirit led, bro. It's God led. If I
Mm-hmm.
feel like man, this ain't right, and know is what it is, bro. Like, and in some situation with us, bro, God tell us no with no explanation, bro. God asked me to quit stuff, bro, and quit this, and He ain't explained to me, bro. It just sometimes you gotta trust Him. So with your
Yeah.
kids, bro, sometimes it is no, and I can't be worried about you gonna go behind my back and do this. You gotta deal with those consequences. We both they had consequences we had to deal with. Our mama probably told her, "Don't do this, don't do this." We gonna
Yeah, that's
do
right.
it. We gotta deal with it. And like I mentioned earlier, bro, just hope we put enough of that word in them to, like I said, the prodigal son. They come back, bro. Like
Yeah.
don't parent out of fear, bro. Like oh, man,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
No, man, we ain't parenting out of fear, bro. We gonna do what's right. We gonna do what God say do,
Yeah.
and we gonna live with it. You can chose to rebel against it. You gonna get what you gonna get. Like some of our kids, they
Yeah.
don't have to let them bump their head, bro. It is what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
ain't
We
always
had a
been
bump out here, bro.
100 times, million times. I mean, like you said, it ain't always gonna be yes, to what they want. You know what I'm saying? It may be a lot of no's. My daughter and a friend of hers, one of her friend girls, for some reason, kids had this thing where they make plans to go somewhere, and the parents don't know nothing about it.
Right.
So it's like, hey, daddy, she texted me, she said, daddy, can we go to the trampoline place? I said, who going? She said, me and what's her face? I said, how y'all gonna get there? Who taking y'all? Now, how y'all making plans and y'all ain't talk? The parents ain't talk to nobody, but my wife ended up talking to her mom, and turns out the kids thought they was going for sure, but it turned out they didn't go. So my daughter disappointed. I said, next time, don't do it backwards. Let the parents talk first, and then we come up with something. What we gonna do? The kids had a bad thing. My youngest did the same thing. I was like, how y'all planning to go here? My youngest actually planning to sleep over at my house. I ain't know about it. Like, you do realize we responsible for y'all, right? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes these kids go out and try to do their own thing. They do it backwards. We respond, like you said, at the end of the day, we're responsible for them. My daughter recently told me she got a friend, and she said, I got a friend. I said, what's their name? She said, his name is, I think she said, I don't even say his name. She gave me his name, but she looked at me, she turned to look at me, she said, he gay. And I said, why you felt the need to tell me that he was gay? Because I know how you is, Dad. And that's overprotective father. So we had a little healthy dialogue. Now, make no mistake about it. We promote, with this podcast, we promote righteousness. We promote God's way. You know what I'm saying? So we had a healthy dialogue about it. Me and my daughter. She said he's gay. I was like, now we're not judging, but I'm not promoting that for my child.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter said, well, Daddy, what he do ain't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
To go even further, she said, we got family members that gay, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you exactly right. You're right. So that's one of her friends. I'm not one. You can't talk to him because he gay. I'm not. Nah, we ain't doing that. I never do that. Never do that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully what we instilled in her can change him eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. But that showed me that in the way that she is growing up, she's maturing, man. Because a lot of people that may be gay, they treat it differently, man. Like they poison or something. Some kids try to stay away from them or judge them day in and day out. But my daughter, she's not gonna do nobody like that. No matter what you choose to do, she always say, "Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me," but that's still her friend.
Yeah, man. Oh, God, bro. God love us all, bro. Gays, drunks,
Yeah, yeah,
fornicators, adulterers,
yeah,
murderers, robbers. He
yeah.
he he hate the sin. He don't hate the person. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, and like I said, we promote righteousness. We promote, God ways, but what we don't promote is perfection, because we know we all messed up, bro, and we just
Yeah.
trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? But not to dive too deep in that. Just gonna go and wrap this conversation up, man. Think about what you're promoting. When you allow your kids to date, bro. If you're gonna
Yeah.
allow them to date, hey, do it like my brother do it. Sit 2 rows back. You know
Already.
what I'm saying? Hey,
Oh, midnight.
hey, with that being said, Ken Brown, I'm out.
Jay Brown signing out.